Coming up on High Now Daily, the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival is back. We've got details on Roots, a culinary conversation and grazing event presented by Kamehameha Schools. Plus, we celebrate National Dessert Day with sweet treats from one of our favorite bakeries.
Something about the ways of your hair falls, you echo in the breeze from the cheese call.
Then join us for some live music in the High Now studio. Seven Suns is here. This and more right now on High Now Daily.
Here in the building that's right here in the High Now Kitchen, because the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival is hosting yet another incredible night, partnering with Kamehameha Schools as they present Roots, an event where chefs will be highlighting indigenous culinary traditions and local agriculture from the islands. And joining us now is Chef Kealoha Domingo, and we've got En Young of Kamehameha Schools. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Oh my God.
Yes, okay, Chef, before we get to the cooking, let's talk about what's going on. You guys are participating in the 14th Annual Food and Wine Festival. What's going down?
We really love to support organizations and events like this. As you said, it's really about showcasing indigenous food. And for us, Kamehameha Schools is an educational institution as well. We're very happy to really increase the level, increase the visibility of native foods around not only Hawaii but the world. As you know, Hawaii Food and Wine Festival brings in people from all over the world. And we're going to get a little bit of that too. As people come from different places, indigenous chefs, we have a number of indigenous chefs presenting that will also be at our event as well. And then the next day, they're actually going to go up to our Kapalama campus, so talk to our kids, because indigenous foods, it needs to be perpetuated. Mm-hmm. And having wonderful chefs like Chef Kealoha right here, representing our culture, but also thinking about how indigenous foods around the world can be perpetuated is something Kamehameha Schools is very much in support of.
Very cool. And now this event is happening November 6th. This is at the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Beach, right? Going down?
That's right.
That's right. Okay. A lot of stuff happening. And Chef, you're going to be a part of this, making some really delicious things. You participated in last year's one. Had a fantastic time.
Yes, I participated last year up at Mauna Kea Beach Hotel. It was an event called World Indigenous Cuisines. I've been fortunate to be cooking with Hawaii Food and Wine, representing Native Hawaiian chefs since 2011. So thanks to Kamehameha Schools, thanks to all the great work they're doing, featuring all of the product from the KS Ag properties, featuring product from our local food systems. And that's pretty much what Hawaii Food and Wine is all about. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you here in the kitchen. You're going to be cooking something special for us today. What is that you're cooking, and what kind of ingredients are you using?
I'm just going to do a really quick dish, i'alavalu. I got some fresh marlin, and I got some of our root vegetables, our indigenous crops. I got taro, ulu, and uala, and I got a little bit of dried marlin. We're going to cut it up and do a little poke sauteed on top of this lavalu, which I'm going to be steaming and searing in coconut water. And
Beautiful.
pretty much that's where I'm going. So.
All right. Well, let's get to that,
Okay.
and then we'll keep talking story about what this is all about with the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. Of course, there's so many different events you can participate in, and this one you want to get in on right about now because you guys only have a few tickets left, right?
Just about 40 tickets left, so very heavily subscribed. We're happy about that. Happy to see a lot of the community and some newcomers coming that we can share some of this cuisine with. It'll be a little different style this year. We have a panel, so the indigenous chefs from around the world, Mexico, Aotearoa, some of our Native American tribes as well will be there. Just talking story about, hey, as you were talking about earlier, what does it take to perpetuate indigenous foods? And once that happens, we'll have a little taste around so our guests can rise, talk to the 7 different chefs that will be presenting that night. In fact, our very own Chef Dean from Kapalama campus will be there. And he's going to be, he'll be featuring a pa'i'ai shooter And so you can have paia, the poi with a couple different accoutrements, as it were. So, they'll have some dry apple pie, pickled limu. I forget offhand what some of the other ones were, but it'll be a good time.
It's going to be a good time. Special night, so go ahead and get those tickets at hawaiifoodfestival.com. And Chef Kello is working hard in the kitchen right now. You just saw he wrapped that up so nicely, so gently, but it went to perfection. He got the tea leaf, wrapped the fish around it. He had added the pa'akai. What else did you put on top of that fish, by the way?
It was just a little bit of seasoning. I used some pa'akai, some black pepper, but I also added in a little bit of la'i ash, some tea ash. I burn the tea leaves down because, lavalu is a traditional dish made on an open fire. Of course, I don't think the management would be happy if we did open fire here. So
no, they aren't. I did that last weekend. I got in big trouble.
So doing kind of a different interpretation of it. So what I'm doing is steaming in coconut water, and I'm gonna let that water steam off, and then
okay, this is a really cool way of cooking, and of course using ingredients. These are considered the canoe plants, right?
Absolutely.
That we're working with today.
These are the indigenous crops that we're trying to promote, and we're trying to get people to honor and utilize in their daily diets. Stuff that's growing all over the KS properties, which I've been fortunate to have access to for quite a while. And it's cooking the food of our kupuna. And that's what this event is all about. It's the roots event. Indigenous food is happening, and we're gonna keep it going all the way here in Hawaii.
Absolutely, Chef. Thank you so much. He's gonna keep cooking that up for us here on High Now Daily. Of course, get those tickets, like I mentioned, the website, hawaiifoodandwinefestival.com. We're gonna continue to talk story about what's gonna be happening on November 6th. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more of High Now Daily. Just kidding. We are going to toss a package right now. We're going to toss a Lauren's package because over the weekend she had a chance to go and catch up with some celebrities who were part of the Hawaii International Film Festival. Check her out. She's on the red carpet.
I am here at the gorgeous Halekulani Hotel for the Hawaii International Film Festival. This is the 44th annual celebration. We're here on the red carpet to talk to some of the amazing directors, actors, players behind the scenes. Let's check it out.
Tonight is particularly special for me because it's our platform to uplift our local community, our local creators, literally on the same stage as celebrities from all over the world. They all accept their awards at the same time. We do our honorees, who are these huge talent icons that we bring in from around the world, as well as all of our competition film awards tonight as well, our juries, and the whole community that supports the creative industries here in Hawaii. I feel so grateful and appreciative and just so happy and blessed. I feel like life has led me exactly to this moment in time, and I'm excited to see what happens. My film just debuted in Hawaii, and I'm excited for everyone to see it, especially the children of Hawaii, and that's the reason why I'm into filmmaking.
So much of what Shogun is about is translation and how cultures encounter one another and encounter themselves when brought into other cultures. And I think that, in general, for us, so much of what we brought to the show was based around Rachel's experience in growing up on Maui, that, she was so confronted with people who were different than her in every walk of life. And we hope that that's a message that we can bring to the world as well.
Justin and I have been doing some campaigning for the show almost for a year now, and we've taken it all over the world, and we've talked to so many people about it, but nothing is quite like tonight. Nothing is quite like here. As we all know, Hawaii is incredibly unique and incredibly special, and to bring it home makes it so new for us. This is like a completely different experience.
First off, it's a huge honor to have such amazing celebrities here at the Hawaii International Festival.
I don't know about that.
Now, your Hulu premiere hasn't happened yet, so for anyone that is interested in learning more about Inside Chinatown, can you tell us what it's all about? Are you
Let's have the lead. Yeah, the lead. Yes. Okay, it's about this guy Willis who's stuck in the background of his own life, and he's about to uncover a mystery and become not so background, and maybe can I say okay, but he's about to step out of the background, uncover this mystery. It's like Law and Order meets Twilight Zone. There's action, there's comedy, there's family drama, and there's real friendships on this show too. You know what I mean? And there's almost like a rom-com. Will they? Won't they? You know what I mean? Of course, it's written by the amazing Charlie Yu.
This is actually fun because this is our first field trip promoting the show. So it really just feels like we're playing hooky now, and it's really nice.
We actually went to make lace today in Chinatown at Cindy's Lace, and just seeing the locals and getting to know the culture. And I hope the community here will love the show.
In this situation, Asian people sometimes feel like background characters in America. And I feel like that is something that I'm pretty sure people in Hawaii can relate to a lot of the time. So I think the significance of having a premiere here is probably not lost on us.
And is this your first time to Hawaii?
Yes, and I just had the spam egg sushi.
Sushi. Do you like it?
Yes, very much.
This is a banner year for HIF in a lot of ways, but one of the things we did was spread out our Neighbor Island program, and we're doing a whole West Side Festival next week, and then we have Neighbor Islands through mid-November. We're on every single island, including Molokai and Lanai, so we're really, really excited. Check out HIF.org. Come to all of our screenings coming up.
Ho, ho, ho! We're almost there. We are plating things up here in the High Now Kitchen with Chef Kealoha. He's got the a'ulavalu coming out for you right after the break. You're watching High Now Daily. Come on back. Welcome back to High Now Daily. I'm back with Chef Kealoha Domingo and En Young of Kamehameha Schools, and we're talking about the upcoming Roots event taking place on November 6th at the Hyatt Regency Waikiki, which is part of this year's Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. Chef, man, it smells good in here. It was steaming for just a bit. Tell us where we are at with this here, and tell everybody what you're calling this dish.
So this is a'ulavalu, and I added some of our indigenous roots and fruits. We got some kalo, some uala, and some ulu.
Ulu.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Ualo, ulu. Okay, and the kalo. And then underneath that, you have a fish, right?
Yes, it is a local caught a'u or marlin, and it's basically poached in coconut water and wrapped in the tea leaves, and then I let it evaporate and sear off for a little while, so you get that tea flavor, and this is the dish.
Nice. Okay, so tell me how important it is for you to be cooking like this and using, indigenous plants and I guess it would be the canoe plants that we're talking about, and then local ingredients as well when it comes to food sustainability, agriculture here in Hawaii, and being able to support that.
Going back to the indigenous food movement, it's really, really important. The whole world is starting to realize that all of the knowledge that we need for the food system in today's time is really, it's already there. It's already there. Our kupuna, we're practicing it, for centuries. The foods that we kind of forgot about, the traditional crops. I mean, that's what we need to do. We need to grow what is from here and eat what's from here, and we have to adjust our palates to that and forget about all the other stuff.
All right, and you know what? Just talking about this Roots event, we're gonna move back to you, and because he mentioned why it's so important to be cooking like that, and of course us here in Hawaii eating this way as well. Let's talk about this event one more time. That's taking place on November 6th at the Hyatt. Tell everybody a little bit about what's to come.
Yeah, of course. Well, this is the kind of cooking you're going to see, real indigenous foods from all over the world. So we're very fortunate to have again, chefs from Aotearoa, chefs from the continent, as well as chefs from Mexico, which I guess is also the continent. But yeah, they'll be featuring their indigenous foods, and they'll talk about, what are the struggles about keeping indigenous foods alive? There's nothing wrong with meat and potatoes, but they come from a specific place, and we need to make sure that our culture is perpetuated. And I think a lot of your listeners or your viewers would agree that culture is food. And so for us to be able to perpetuate the food of Hawaii, that also helps with KS's mission of perpetuating our culture as well.
Absolutely. You guys have so many programs up at Kamehameha Schools where you guys can incorporate not only things like this, but get the kids involved. And then you guys are going to be going the very next day, having all the chefs, all 7 of them, going up to the Kapalama campus. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're very excited about that. In order for these foods to persist, we need the kids to pick it up and not only have it on their palate, but understand how to make these foods. But beyond that, understand how to grow these foods and where they come from. So, our support of Hawaii Food and Wine Festival is great, but it's also a small part of what KS does. We are one of the largest landowners in the state for agricultural lands. That's 180,000 acres. So, if we put our minds to it, if we set the intention that we're going to grow indigenous crops on our land, that we're going to support local farmers, that we're going to purchase from great chefs like Chef Kealoha over here, then that's really what's going to make kind of that circle of sustainability work.
Absolutely. If you guys are doing it, then everybody else will follow suit and try to imitate what you folks are doing, which is to cook this way, eat this way. And of course, it's all about sustainability right here in Hawaii. And now I think I let it cool down enough. So I'm like, okay, now let me sample. I'm going to get in on this, take a bite of this, take a bite of that. You guys, thank you so much. Make sure you go ahead and get those tickets. HawaiiFoodandWineFestival.com. Only about 40 tickets left. November 6th. All the details right there on your screen. Oh, yes. Oh, ooh. You can see that. It's a nice combination of the salty flavors of the pa'akai on the fish, and then of course you got the uala, you got the kalo, all the
goodies. Going on in
this
there.
is so yummy. This is really delicious. Good thing there's 2 more forks. You guys got to get in on this. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Hainao Daily. Mahalo, guys. Wow, that's delicious.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, right?
There you go. Definitely be cooking like this. More of this.
time is gonna run out. Whoa, whoa, our time is coming now. You and I are stars just like the sun. Waves to the shore, we come undone, but never broken when we stay together. Touching the sky takes many feathers. Rise on the wings of us.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Okay, we are down here in the studio and I'm back with 7 sons. Well, at least I've got 4 of the 7 sons over here. Of course, we've got Sean, we've got Justin, we've got Jason, and we've got PE over here. And I'm very excited to be with you guys again because we had you not just a couple months ago, but you're so darn good, you guys. We had to bring you back. And you guys are dropping your album on November 8th, but you have some touring going on up until then. Tell us what's going on.
Yep, we're going to kick off our tour on November 1st. We go to Hilo, and then we do Kona on the 2nd, and then we do Kauai on the 3rd. And then on the 8th, we'll be in Maui, and then on the 9th, we'll be back here at the Republic. So please go on what's that, BAM Project, yeah, .com.
BAMproject.com. That's where all the information, that's where the tickets are at, right? Okay, but you guys are going to be bringing some people with you. It's secret right now, yeah?
We haven't announced it yet, but we have some special guests coming on with us too. So we'll probably announce that early next week. But yeah, go on and jump on and grab your tickets.
Okay, so how excited are you guys? This is a new debut album for you guys. Because you guys just kind of got together. Tell everybody a little bit about how 7 Sons got together. And then what's so special about this album, your guys' first album together?
It's really special. We've all been playing music together in different iterations for decades. But we really wanted to do something as a project where each of us is a contributor creatively. And our album's titled Many Feathers, which is named after our first single, which is really our mission statement, is that, you know, individually we're all uniquely special, but it takes many feathers coming together and moving in the same direction to lift each other higher. So I love the album. We've been working hard on it, and this run of shows will double our total amount of shows played together.
You know what's great is that there's 7 of you. I mentioned there's 4 of you guys here today, but that means you guys are all coming with your own experience, your own styles, and all that coming together. It's really going to be so exceptional to see this first album drop. Again, November 8th. But of course, you got all the touring dates on the different islands. You mentioned is BAMproject.com.
BAMproject.com.
All right. And then I wanted to ask, before we let you guys just take us away with your guys' music, I wanted to ask about how you guys are kind of raising awareness for mental health, especially amongst our kane here in Hawaii.
Yeah, so our latest release was called Be Still Here, a song that Justin wrote. And, part of the mission of the band is to really create awareness of mental health, especially for Polynesian men, Polynesian kane, something that, a lot of guys don't want to talk about. We're all raised to be tough and not share our feelings, but this is something that's really special for us. And one of the reasons we put it together is to support each other through our mental health issues, and also to hopefully create awareness and bring others, to the light, and be able to talk about those things as well.
Absolutely. And I mean, as a female, I'm just saying, the women love when the men are, emotional and coming out and talking about their feelings. Man, women love that. So we just have to make sure that the guys know that, yeah?
He cries all the time.
Okay. All right. He said you crying
during this next song, so stay tuned for that.
All right. Well, I hope no tears are shed today. But you guys have a song that you guys are performing today, right here, right now. What's that one called?
So that's the song he was just talking about. We're going to play that for you.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to get out of the way, or actually, I'll just be your background dancer over here in the back. No, but it's actually Be Still Here, so that means I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to let you guys play, okay? You guys do your thing.
When the morning seems too far, feels like midnight 24. When the window brings you golden rays, but it still can't get you out of bed. As the seasons toss and turn, lift you up and let you learn. When you need somebody near, be still here. When the water's getting deep and the closest shore's still out of reach, you settled in now for the storm. Oh, but that lighthouse gets dimmed even more. Oh, when you're washed upon the sand, but it still feels like no one understands. As the seasons toss and turn, lift you up and let you learn. When you need somebody near, be still here. Said I'll always be at peace inside the battle. The sweetest silence when it's loud. Just anchor to this rock when you get rattled. I'll be the space within when you're without. Ooh. As the seasons toss and turn, lift you up and let you learn. When you need somebody near, oh, I'll be still here. As the seasons toss and turn, lift you up and let you learn. And when you need somebody near, oh, be still here. Just be still.
welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The Japanese Cultural Center of Hawaii has a variety of programs and workshops to keep our kupuna engaged and active. And joining us now is Nate Gyotoku.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Nate Gyotoku, and their president and executive director, and Devin Kochi, their archives manager. All right, now let's bring it back in over here, guys. Tell us about the programs, the workshops. You guys have a whole bunch of things going on.
Yeah, so we have a lot of things happening for our kupuna at the JCCH. We recently had a Keiro no Hi program, which is the Respect for the Aged Day, which is a national holiday in Japan. So we had that a couple weeks ago, and we brought in about 40 kupuna free of charge. They get to come to the classes. We did several different workshops like scam preventions, taught them how to use their smartphone a little better. But we also played games like Hanafuda. We had a ukulele jam session, so things like that for kupuna. And then Devin here is in our archives, where we have a lot of kupuna who volunteer for us.
Nice. Volunteering is such a big thing for you folks. And you were saying that with the archives, there's a special program or service that you guys offer. Tell everybody a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that service is called our Koseki Tohon and Translation Services. We help people get connected with their heritage and family back in Japan, which is usually kind of tricky because there's a lot of documents involved with it when they're usually in Japanese. So with the help of our volunteers, it's really how we're able to complete all that work.
Very cool. And you were mentioning to me earlier, the best way to learn about what you folks are doing at the Japanese Cultural Center of Hawaii is to go and follow you folks on Instagram, because you guys have so many things there, always posting.
Yeah, so we're pretty much constantly posting. A lot of our events are there too, but we also do posts that show about like education. So like as holidays come up, we'll explain things like Girls' Day or Boys' Day or Respect for the Aged Day. And we try to educate as much as we can through our Instagram as well. So it's not only just to promote programs, it's also to like educate.
Nice. And then upcoming, one of the biggest days for you folks is in January. What's going to happen?
Yeah, so we have several big programs coming up, but our biggest one is the New Year's Ohana Festival, which happens on the second Saturday of the year, so January 11th. And that'll be at the center. We usually welcome about 5,000 to 6,000 people.
Wow.
We have food vendors. We have cultural demonstrations like mochi pounding. We also do other arts and crafts, like cultural arts and crafts. So a lot of things for keiki. We also have the opening ceremonies for the Cherry Blossom Festival. So that happens at our Ohana Fest too. So very large event for us.
Nice. So as we get a little closer to that event, you're going to want to check back again on their Instagram so you get all the information there.
Yeah.
That would be fun to be doing the mochi pounding.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. But so many other things that you guys are doing, including Hanafuda. You teach everybody how to play?
Yeah, so we have a couple different events around the card game Hanafuda. And Hanafuda is a card game from Japan. But as it came here, like everything else with immigration, it morphed while I was here in Hawaii. So this company that we work with, Hanafuda Hawaii Style, they actually produce these cards locally.
Cool.
And we have different types of workshops, events like Hanafuda Hangout. We also have another one called Pau Hanafuda, where we kind of take over.
I don't know what that is, but sign me up.
Well, it's probably what you think it is. We kind of work with a restaurant, and we go there after work, and we teach the game, and people can have pupus and whatnot during happy hour. But yeah, we kind of teach this game. It's a card game. It's a matching game. It's a game that we both grew up playing.
Okay, well, I mean, we have a little bit of time. Can you guys teach me how to play?
Yeah, so Devin's gonna deal out the cards, and while she's dealing out the cards, I'll kind of explain.
Okay.
So if you see here in the cards here, every column is a month,
Okay.
and that's your suits. So just like your hearts, your spades, or your clubs, your diamonds, each column is a suit, and within each column you have different scoring cards and what we call rubbish cards, so cards that aren't worth anything. So basically what you want to do is you want to match the pictures within your suit to get the most amount of points.
Okay, and the suit is by the month.
By the month.
Okay,
vertically.
so June is probably the strongest one, yeah?
Actually, no, because it only starts with a 10. Yeah.
Just kidding, I'm just a June baby.
And usually you wouldn't show each other your cards, but on this card, on these cards here, you can see that we like the Hawaii style cards because they actually put the points. Yeah, they actually put the points.
Oh.
And the key is you want to look at the plants. The plants are pretty much what matches each other.
Okay.
So actually, I would go first.
Okay.
So I'm looking for, right here, I have a matching card.
Okay.
So I would take that. So now I get to take the 10-point card.
Wait, how is that matching? Am I missing?
The two
with
flowers,
that.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's mine, and then I take one from the deck, and I try to see if I match again, and I do.
Wow.
So I scored 30 points right there. So
Was
that's
this
kind
rigged or is this rigged or no? Who did
so
you
now it's
shuffle
your turn.
Okay,
yeah,
my turn. Okay,
well,
okay.
we didn't shuffle it. We
Okay.
shuffled it off
I
camera.
think this
so
right
you
here,
match
yeah?
there, correct?
Okay.
So that's yours now.
Okay.
But you
Ooh,
take
that's
one
mine.
from here.
Okay.
And you flip it over.
Oops.
And you.
Oh
get
no,
that
it matches one. Okay,
Yeah,
so then I get
you-
these two.
And then these are worthless, so we can throw those off.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we play. So you kind of can play. You play like this, and you keep going round and round till we're all done.
That's so cool.
Yep.
We're all getting cards here.
Yeah.
But then so
now
like you
she
get
did.
30, I
yeah,
get.
so she
oh, I
flipped,
only
and there was
15.
no match, so that goes down there. But
So
now
it's
I
back to
can.
you?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
take that.
Ooh. So you get another 5
Yeah.
points over here. Action. Okay.
So it can be a pretty fast game.
Okay.
So you play multiple rounds. So we would normally play to like a high score.
Okay.
So say we play to like, 300, and whoever gets to 300 first will win. The other part that makes it a little harder is on this side we have what we call yaku. So these are combinations of cards. And if you can get this 3-card combination, you have to score it though.
Oh, okay.
So if you score the 3-card combination, it's actually minus 50 points for your opponents.
Wow.
So it can
We'd
get
be in the negatives, guys. We'd
yeah,
be in the
it
negatives.
could get pretty fierce if you're
Okay.
playing it with Yaku, and she's pretty good.
Okay.
That is like the JCCH ringer, so
Oh.
usually when we play with her, she dominates us because she'll get these and minus points for us. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. I gotta do more studying because that looks like I gotta study that card and then the back side over here. But this is a really fun game. I can see how doing this with the Pauhana would be action, man. That would be really fun. Okay, so for all the information, follow you guys on Instagram,
Yes.
and then website is?
jcchawaii.org.
Okay, go ahead and check it out. Tons of program services for our kupuna keiki as well. Go ahead and check them out. We're gonna take a break and we'll be right back with more of Hi Now Daily. Let's see if I can get to a 300. Let's see if I can beat this one. It's so good. Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. Okay, we've got Seven Sons here. They are here because they are releasing their debut album on November 8th. You can get their tickets at bampproject.com. Take a look at the screen right now. They've got a whole list of events taking place throughout Hawaii. You want to make sure you go and check out one of these concerts because they are so amazing. Enough of me telling you how amazing they are. Why don't I just step off and let you guys play out? This one is Let Life. All right, let's go.
Something about the ease when her hair falls, an echo in the breeze from the chief's call. Stand up in the wind but still feel small, 2 feet tall. So struggling to reach for higher ground, but kupuna come and teach when roots grow down. Then you can just stay in your ground and sway. Lady, let it out, let it fly. Let it live, let it love, let it die. Let it go, let it come, fall, rise. Let it lie, just let it lie. There's something in the way the sand bites, returning every castle to the tide. Lifted on the wind when you don't try, 10 feet high. You can't flow up the hourglass, a footprint on this beach will last. Give it to the trade winds and the waves. Yeah. Let it in, let it out, let it fly. Let it live, let it love, let it die. Said that I wanted, holding on, holding on. This grip is like a knot, and I thought that I'd get it. Being strong, nothing good will get away. What's meant for you will stay.
How's it, Aloha Gang? Today on High Now, authentic French and Swiss-inspired pastries. Take a trip to Europe without leaving Chinatown. This is Oceanside Bakery.
It's always been one of my dreams to be able to bring my passion out to the public with a small bakery, doing the things that I love, that I grew up with, bringing some parts of my culture here, and then also mixing with local culture.
For Fani Kulo, baking is in her blood.
I was born and raised in Switzerland, border of France, and I learned how to bake really naturally with my grandmother. Mostly the women in my family love to bake and cook. When it was time to make a choice of what I would really be passionate about, it was very clear that, that was going to be it.
And in May of 2024, Oceanside Bakery began in Chinatown with one goal in mind, a goal that gets her up every day before the crack of dawn.
For me to open a bakery, I needed to be able to do croissant. That was my goal. Make a fresh baked croissant, which means come in the morning at 3, 4 in the morning and laminate and finish. And when we open at 7, a fresh baked croissant. That was my dream really for my bakery.
It starts with house-made dough that Fani massages by hand.
This is the dough we made and layered the butter the night before. And then I let it sit overnight we call it to bulk ferment, gives it more flavor.
Before it's stretched, cut, and rolled.
It's so soft.
I know, it's very soft. And then you just really pinch the middle, and then you use your fingers to roll. I go like this, like a little bit at a triangle. There you go. Well, it's rolled. After that, it's just technique,
Once the work was done, it was time to enjoy.
Oh my gosh. It's buttery, it's flaky. Look at the flakiness on this croissant. This is so dang good.
But Oceanside Bakery has got much more than just croissants.
So we are specialized in lamination, so fresh croissant, pain au chocolat, almond croissant, and then we love everything that's custard. So we have tarts, we have the Parisian flan, we have some cheesecake basque. We also do chocolates and brownies, but mainly is going to be the croissant.
With American Savings Bank's Buy Local program, you can get $5 off when you spend $20 or more when using your ASB Visa debit card.
Well, when American Savings Bank came and talked to me about that program and asked me if I wanted to be part of it, I was really excited. It was such a huge help, especially at the beginning, to get our words out and then also to create loyalty customers. At the end of the day, I think it's unusual to have businesses, especially banks, create that opportunity, and give back. So come and see us. We're open in Chinatown on Tuesday through Saturday from 7 to 2, and then Saturday from 8 to 2. Come and have a coffee, sit at one of our little tables, listen to maybe some French music, have a fresh baked croissant or a fruit tart, and just, enjoy your morning.
welcome back. Latour Bakehouse is holding a special charity event now through November. They're donating 100% of their proceeds from their retail sales to charity. Half of it will go to Maui wildfire victims, and the other half will go to Oahu charities and nonprofits. They're open daily from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and they're located near Party City on Nimitz Highway. For details, visit LatourBakehouse.com. And Latour Bakehouse dropped off some goodies to us here in the High Now studio. This, guys, is one of my absolute favorite things to eat of all times. I don't say that often, but man, these are so good. It is their creme brulee Queen Amman, and you can get this just a couple doors down from the bakehouse. Again, on Nimitz Highway, it's at the Latour Cafe. And now Drew Davis is here because I heard he's never had a Queen Amman. And
I've never had one.
Is so good, like so good. Like I bought one the other day and for lunch because I was like, I'm going to get something, and I got this. That's what I ate for lunch.
You know,
so good.
We've been sitting here in the break, and I've just been trying to figure out what they taste like. You know, they smell good. I'm very excited to try.
You just have to experience it.
You know what? Let's eat one.
Okay, so I cut it in half.
Okay.
And it's like one of those things where you want to eat it slowly because you want to savor every moment, but it's so good you just want to like scarf it on down.
Okay.
Good thing we've got a ton of them. We have like 12 of them over here, so we can eat it real fast and then eat a lot of it.
We probably should share with other people.
Yeah.
Though.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Okay, you go.
All right.
You go. I gotta watch your reaction. Is this not the best thing you've ever
That's
had?
delicious.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
I think her reaction was better. I really like it though.
Better like every time.
Yeah.
The more you eat it, the tastier it gets. So just keep eating it. Go try it. Queen Amman, creme brulee style, Latour Bakehouse. Go ahead and shop with them, and then check out the cafe.